Everybody, we're watching House of Cards Season 3, Episode 2. Frank he's pretty much an evil dictator. I can understand that because given what he did to get into office, I'm pretty sure he's paranoid of everyone, like, overthrowing him or scooching up to take his place. Once you get in a position or anything, by being underhanded and all that stuff, you're always paranoid somebody's going to do it to you, because probably someone will do it to you, because karma's a bitch. Claire had to have a conversation with him and tell him, listen, we don't know what's going to happen with you. I got to make sure I take care of myself. We agreed on it. You need to stick to your word. And she's right. I'm still annoyed that he took her to the room where he had to make the decision to bomb the terrorist guy or whatever. Like, she was supposed to understand the pressure he's under and the things he's dealing with. So she was like, oh, you know, I guess you're right. We can deal with this later. What? No, that's not how they work. Please. What? Anyway, Billy from Westworld is stuck in the job in the FBI. He's not happy about that. I'm wondering what's going to go on with that. Like, I'm wondering what's going to happen. Because he really wants to get Zoe's boyfriend out of prison. Stamper is going to be looking for Rachel. I'm really hoping he realized that Frank has tossed him to the side. Unless he's going to be spending this whole season trying to get back into Frank's good graces or something. Or prove his worth. I don't see what he can do other than end up being an alcoholic and exposing Frank. And then he'll have to die. Which would suck. He was a really good assistant when he was on his game. When he was on top of things, he was on it. The whole time I've been saying, I want a Stamper. You know? That's disappointing. Remy is back in there with Frank's inner circle now. Yeah, that's it. All right, let's watch.
Well, a decade ago, I founded a small nonprofit and I built it into a major global player. I shepherded a number of bills through Congress on its behalf. And over the last year, I've dedicated myself to sexual assault reform. I think we need to encourage foreign investment and develop new forms of economic growth rather than make one of the world's poorest countries even poorer. From a national security perspective,
I like her so much.
I promise we can address any questions that you might have.
Mr. President.
10 million jobs.
Uh-oh, what's going on?
Can we all
That's
agree
two
that
people
that's a
now
good
trying to
thing
interrupt
for this
him.
country? Jackie?
I stand by the rest of the leadership. As ambassador,
My question concerns the use of U.S. military.
the U.S. military is irrelevant. The current situation in Myanmar
Excuse me,
is
Mrs.
not-
Underwood, the U.S. military is irrelevant?
That's not what I said.
You said verbatim the U.S. military is irrelevant.
Well, in the context of, I meant that there are plenty.
Wow.
I have the utmost
asshole.
respect and appreciation for our troops, sir. Well, stop interrupting me. I can
No,
explain to you
we
what
asked
I
the
meant.
questions, you
are
answered
you
them.
You're not
raising your
allowing
voice
me
to
to
her?
answer the question, Senator. If you could maybe listen instead of grandstanding.
The position you're being considered
God
for
damn.
requires calm, cool diplomacy. What concerns me even more than the military comment is your demeanor. Is this what we're to expect from our ambassador? A hothead?
You already had that bill where she was trying to do the reform against rape victims in the military, so now this is just going to add to that fire.
Senator, you know you were taking out of context what I said.
Of course I was. I was trying to rile you up, and I succeeded. I wish I hadn't, because it's going to make things really tough for you, but if you can convince my colleagues to change their minds despite that, well, you'd make a great ambassador.
Thank you for your time, Senator.
Good luck, Claire.
I mean, like, of course he did it on purpose.
He's a son of a bitch.
Bob Birch has been trying to do me in since I forced the education bill down his throat. I think he's using shaky logic to get you all on board so he can carry out some personal vendetta.
It was my idea. Not Bob's.
This is awkward.
Assistant with...
It's a bullshit title. I'm out of the inner circle.
What do you want?
I want to be on the ticket. His VP.
All we want is a little information. What you're asking is disproportionate.
It's repaying a debt. A big one. I whipped the votes for impeachment. I should get to cash in on that.
Where I can reach him. It's important that we speak this evening. Yes, anytime, no matter how late.
A little faith, Tom, that's all I'm asking.
I know, I don't like being called ma'am either.
If I made every decision based on what makes people feel good, I'd be a talk show host, not the...
I love when they show the parallels of them doing the same thing. Like, remember that scene, was it season 1, where she was in the living room of the people, and he was, like, they were both, like, no, she was talking to the person in the office, and he was in the living room, but they were both trying to, like, finesse their way in. Okay.
I have 47 votes as of this morning. Oh, they're beautiful. Would you mind setting them up, please? I just have a couple more calls to make. Hello, Senator. Yes. I'm well, how are you?
The nomination of Claire Underwood of Washington, D.C. to be the representative of the United States of America to the United States.
So sorry.
The press is waiting.
Well, they can wait. You want me to come with you?
No, I just want to get it over with. Good
It's a
morning.
hell of a race, though.
Naturally.
This is a crazy season so far. Like, everything, they got what they wanted. They're in the White House, but they can't keep it, and things aren't going the way they want.
We have to reverse our thinking.
I like this music right here.
When the wind's blowing at gale force, there's no point in sailing against it.
What do you have in mind?
I don't like that transition of him having that thought, and then, like, I don't know if it was, like, with the music there, or it was just, it wasn't a very frank moment, you know, like, he would have been, like, had the thought, and then just been like, this is what we're gonna do.
Who spoke to her?
I have no idea, sir.
Well, it's your job to know.
Things are moving fast. I'm just trying to stay ahead of them.
Well, we need to move faster. Has the meeting been set?
8 a.m. tomorrow. I just heard back from Bircher's office.
Good. Let's have the networks ready to go live by 9.
And one more thing. Jackie. I think you should decide sooner rather than later. If we're gonna go this route, we need every ally we can get.
After the meeting, we'll discuss then.
It's premature, isn't it?
Read on.
What is he doing?
Have opened my eyes. I feel liberated. I want to spend these next 18 months dedicated to one thing: America Works. Face for 2016, you want to work together? Then present my program to Congress. And if it dies there, so be it. But I want us to fucking try! I am prepared
I
to
think I've ever heard
vacate
him
this
raise
chair.
his voice like that. Have we?
Meet me halfway.
Doug. Was he taking, like, measured doses? How long is that gonna last?
That is the root of the problem. Entitlements. Let me be clear. You are entitled to nothing.
You are entitled to nothing.
Can't maintain the welfare state as we know it. Now, that's not a popular thing to say. Anyone running for office wouldn't dare utter those words.
Right.
Every advisor and consultant and staff member would beg a presidential candidate not to say them.
But I can say them, because I will not be seeking the Democratic nomination in 2016. But I'd rather leave this
gonna be
office
independent?
having accomplished something of value than secure another 4 years having done nothing at all. But above all, we must try something. Thank you, and God bless the United States of America.
I thought you said AMWorks was on hold.
Well, it was, and then it wasn't.
The leadership didn't want him to run.
Who told you that?
Nobody.
Nobody.
But I figured it's the only reason he'd make that speech.
Yep.
He's still gonna run though, isn't he?
He says he's not.
No, he said not
I
as
know
Democrat.
better than you ever will, Seth. There's no way he doesn't run. You should probably get some sleep, huh? Big day for the press team tomorrow. You can report back alive and well.
I don't understand
Miss
the
Dunbar,
Mr.
thought
President.
process and what that's supposed to do.
I had a lot on my mind when we last spoke.
Oh, the speech last night, appealing to the country. We're appealing to 9 justices.
Wrong. We're appealing to both by taking responsibility.
But
Far be it from me to tell you how to do your job. I've never practiced law a day in my life, but I have written them. And occupying this office, I know what the country needs. It needs closure. Come and go. Tonight you got a nice warm boxcar. Hey, you want a peanut butter and jelly?
I want the UN job, Francis. The Senate goes home in 2 weeks. I want a recess appointment. I prepared for it. I can do this. And what if it's all over in 18 months? I don't want to wait or settle for something else when I've put all this work into...
Okay. I'll do it. You sure you don't want to?
I'm not hungry.
There's something different about this season. I know a lot of people have said like it goes downhill after the second season. I don't really know about that yet, but like the writing is, the style is different. I don't know if they changed their staff or, you know what I mean, but you can tell the dialect and the sentence structure, the way they interact with each other is a little bit grainier than it was the first 2 seasons. Like something's a little bit grated. That scene with Frank in the Oval Office when he was like, I know, you know, blah blah blah, and Seth was like, what do you want to do? Like just the interaction with the two of them wasn't what we're used to. You know what I mean? Like it just felt different. Still a good episode. They are struggling to keep above water though. Like Claire did not like having to ask him to appoint her. She wanted to earn that herself. That would suck to have to swallow your pride and do that. Like that jackass who was asking her the questions. That was a dick move, dude. And he was just trying to get a response out of her. You could tell from the second he opened his mouth, but still, she did not handle that well at all. Jackie. After everything. Okay. That's it. I'm going to see you on Friday for the next episode. Yeah, we'll probably talk more before the next episode. Alright, that's it. I'll see you later. Bye.